Well, hello, and welcome back to The Tower. So, if you're wondering, this is actually before the first tournament, and the reason being is because I wanted to do a little investing in our tower before the tournament. Obviously, we have over 2 trillion coins. I was as surprised as you are to see the total that high. Really didn't expect that. But since we have it, we might as well spend it, right? This is actually helped me tremendously, I think, last week by increasing my damage. So we're going to do the same thing here and hope we get even better results. Let's see. We'll try to get everything up to... Whoops, that was a misclick there. That was quite a misclick. That's fine. Alright, now we can probably switch to like times 10. Yeah, obviously that's not going to be reasonable. Yep, it looks like this is actually cheaper now, so we'll start putting just raw damage in here. Oh, no. Well, we'll have to get 10 more of that to that one. You know what? I'll probably pick up 3 more along the way, just to round this out to 5,400. Now let's switch this back to 1x. Yep, that's fine. Damage is, we caught everything up to damage. Of course, the goal is just to increase our damage as much as possible right now. Even though I'm not really in a damage build yet, like I said, I did notice this helped me a lot last time, and when I saw I really think Spotlight has been amazing for my coin farming. Even though I only have the 2.2 coin bonus, I feel like it has tremendously helped. I can't explain why. This isn't a huge bonus, but we'll see. The eagle-eyed among you might notice something a little off on this one, but that's fine. We will discuss it after this tournament. So anyways, I'm gonna pause here. I'll make the rest of the video later on in the week. Again, I only wanted to make a quick video because I wanted to spend my I don't know how I had 2 trillion. But I wanted to spend my 2 trillion coins before the tournament so we could get the best results we could. So, we will continue soon. And we are back. So, yep, if you notice, you notice, but we're going to talk about the tournament. So, yeah, I got cocky. And my cockiness, I paid the price. So let's look at what happened to rank 14 and rank 11 finish. So 14 was 55 stones, so that's 35 extra stones. And rank 11 was 90 stones, which put me at 125 stones. So if I would have tanked last week, I would have dropped I would have got 20 points on the weekend. So I got an extra 35 by participating. And then today, I'm adding that 35 to the 90 again, and I would have got 125. That would have been equivalent to a third place finish, so it's not terrible. But it did mean that I didn't have a chance to get a first place finish. So that's the opportunity cost. And I lost. I definitely lost that one. Now, I was really close. We'll look at the waves here. And again, I can only get to about 270 in the waves. If I could have gotten to 277, I would have actually... Let's go back to the prizes. I believe I would have actually gotten rank 10. And then I would have been 165, so I would have been pretty close. I mean, and yeah, that extra 40 stones would have meant that we could have got the extra spotlight. So I at least tried it. It's hard to say because, like, if I get a 5th place finish in this is technically better than a 5th place finish. It's equivalent to basically a 3rd place finish. 3rd or higher. So, I mean, but I'm hoping that with the changes we've made that, punching this high will be easier. But I at least gave it an honest try. Obviously, like I said, we did not get enough to work on our spotlight. The next thing is getting the quantity up. As I will be sandbagging the next tournament, I still won't have enough, so we will be getting that next week. But the good news is when we get to quantity, we will be able to get some extra angle, so that'll all be good things that are coming in the future. That said, this is where things are. So I did get damage up to 5,400. Like I said, I did some of the upgrading earlier because basically, if you're wondering why I did the upgrading earlier, it's because I knew I was going into the tournament. So again, we are going to focus on damage. I think I picked a couple up here because I had to get some for an event or something like that. But we're just going to go and work on these. Okay, that's a big jump. I need to see what. Okay, that's 37. So we're trying to get to 37. I have to be kind of careful not to. Okay. 26, 27, 28, 28, 27, 29, 31, 31, 30. Okay, so we got a little bit more for everybody there. We're going to be just kind of chipping away at this. 65 on supercritical. Rend Armor is the one that, Rend Armor has a ton of ranks. Supercritical, not so many. And I don't think we're going to be worrying about bounce shot range. Oh, crit chance. Might as well grab that. So this is 200 billion. Yeah, so we'll likely be maxing out critical factor soon. So that's kind of where we stand with that. I'm going to switch this back to 1 so I don't I have accidentally spent more than I should because you get missions over here to buy 1. And of course, the event started again. And the interesting thing about the event starting again is this is a replay of the Cherry Blossom event. I'm actually really happy to see a replay event. Mostly because I know I didn't get all the backgrounds before, but the beautiful thing is I already had these. And I didn't even realize that I had 1,400 medals. So we can do some work here on the golden bot. Now, of course, the issue is going to be I should unlock the amplify bot. I really just don't think I'm there yet, and I figure, well, we might as well finish the golden bot first. So that's what we're going to do. So, and again, we're at 5.2. It will be a couple events to get this max, but this max is at 6x. So this will be done soon, and then we can easily switch to the Amplify bot. So that kind of covers the tournament. The missions so far, nothing too crazy. Obviously, I'll have to do some Death Ray farming to complete that one. But no ultimate weapon specific ones so far, so this is going pretty well. In terms of researches, I did get some interesting feedback. And the feedback I got was how Spotlight missiles, I don't need to do this until I have Smart Missile. And that is actually very good feedback. And here's kind of the reality of things. Or at least where I'm going from here. So as you can see, 72 damage, 72 crit factor. Coins per kill bonus is at 88, so we're slowly but surely churning that lab out. When I max that lab out, as critical factor increases by 3 over damage of a factor of 2, critical factor will be the next one. But regardless, the rather interesting conversation I had with someone was, you don't need Spotlight Missile. And then I was looking at this, and I was like, yeah, he's right. I don't need it right now. I was getting it entirely. The only reason I'm continuing to research this is entirely because of the event and the event mission that is your smart missiles. You kill X number of enemies with your smart missiles. I think it's at the max level is 15,000. That's the only reason I'm doing this, just so I can have that. So at least I don't have to fish exclusively for smart missiles, and I might actually be able to chip away at it. Again, we'll see how true that is. Anyways, So that's why I'm doing that. And obviously, this coin bonus is economy, so I wouldn't stop doing that. But what I realized is after, with how long it takes to do supercritical, and obviously I'm not there yet where it takes a long time. Let me check this here. As supercritical chance takes 93. Wait, is that with my? That can't be right. No, that is. As supercritical chance eventually takes 93 years to complete, with the researches at the higher level becoming obscene. Oh wow, it only would take you 1,000,000 gems. The last research at my research speed is 9 years, 138 days. That almost doesn't seem right. And it would cost 700,000. Oh no, sorry. Wait. Oh no. Oh, it max like okay, I see. Once you get to rank 30 or higher, it's capped at 25,000 gems, and you basically would just have to spend the 25,000 gems to get anything beyond rank 30. So that's kind of interesting. Either way, the time cost of it goes through the roof. So it's like one of those researches I wonder if I should do permanently. Probably up until it costs just a flat 25k to rush it, and then at that case, it's like, oh, this becomes a lab that you would save up 25,000 rubies for, and then just rush the lab. At that point, it's probably not worth even spending a slot on. And for the supercritical multiplier, is much more reasonable at a total of 14 years and 282 days at my level of speed up, and it maxes out at rank 35 at 25,000 gems. So kind of crazy lab growth. But regardless, I should at least work on those and get them. I can at least get them to where they're like, 40 days or something like that, and just let them go through. I probably could take it until they're, into 90 days or something like that. I could get them up there. So the reality is that's something I'm looking at doing. Obviously, these labs being as extremely expensive as they are, they're just basically going to become rushed labs eventually. Basically, exclusively rushed labs, because you'll just be like, oh, let me just spend the gems here. So, either way, though, that was a very long explanation of eventually what I need to do is basically transition from Spotlight to Supercritical. And work through those labs, and they just will become 2-slot labs. I'm kind of curious how that relates to lab speed, because lab speed was the biggest one I did in terms of what I believe. What is it called? Lab research. Why can't I find it? Huh. Is it not on the list because I maxed it? Can I go back one? Oh, I'm silly. It's at the top. So the max rank of lab speed was only 32. To put this in perspective, was only 32 days. So that's just something to keep in mind. Obviously, this is a long way away, and I'm getting a little carried away, but I do envision transitioning to that, and basically we will be replacing those two with this. But again, we're only at coin bonus 14 if we look at this. I mean, coin bonus is going obviously much quicker. I think it's about to slow down. Not really. 14 is basically if we just started this. Those relics are doing more than I think they are, because this is showing it should be 4 days and 5 hours, and my actual is... I don't know exactly how much relic speed I have. Oh wow, that's a big difference. Okay. Hmm. I'm basically saving another 13 hours. I didn't realize I had that much relic speed. Now, let's see if I can... I think it's here? Nope. Here? Yes. Oh, there's no good way to see what the relics do, is there? I did get the nerfed relic. Somebody said don't upgrade. I don't, I believe by the time I got the warning I had already upgraded. Oh, wait. It's this here. Yes. Okay. Lab speed bonus is 15%. I didn't even realize it was that high. So, let's see. I looked at the wrong one. Yeah, okay. Wow, that 15% dropped it from 4 days. Okay, well, something definitely to consider when I'm doing that. That's really nice, actually. Anyways. So again, yeah, I just figured I'd work with Spotlight, get those done. Once those are done, and again, the only reason I'm doing the missile is specifically for the event. I realize it's not really going to be that beneficial to me until I have a smart missile. All right, so if you consider all that, then we'll just be switching this one. Switching the Spotlight coin bonus to where is it? Oh, it's up here. To super critical, and we'll be working through those. Yeah, and I also heard damage per meter isn't worth it. Obviously, range isn't worth it. And again, like once we get some more slots, I will be continuing to finish these up. Like I believe this is the last rank of Intermine rotation speed. I want a few more ranks of blast radius, and again, the only reason I'm getting blast radius is for the same reason, for the event. I mean, don't get me wrong, I should get it anyways, right? I'm going DPS, extra blast radius. It's never going to be a bad thing. But my goal right now, the whole reason I researched this, was entirely because of the event that we get. It's kind of a shame that there's not some kind of damage or amount research for inner mines. And then, of course, we'll switch to the chain lightning one, and I'll just go through these. I'll just do whatever's shorter here. Assuming I can't do both at the same time. And there's also the super tower bonus. I forgot about this one. This is the other one I could do. I do believe I use this card. And that is a long one too. It's a 30 level research, and it's at the top level it'll take. Oh, this is expensive. That's why I haven't done this one a lot yet. This research gets pretty expensive beyond like rank 10 or so. Like the first the first 10 ranks is 22. Not 20. Is 70 billion. So like I could probably get it up to rank 10. Beyond that, it gets a lot more expensive, and I'd like to have some more cost reduction. And finally, what my filler researches are going to be is going to be cost reduction, assuming I actually get all this done. And once again, I do believe I have rambled to the point about research where it is too far in the future to worry about. But regardless, that's where we're at, and that's the strategy. And I appreciate the feedback I got about Smart Missile and the coin bonus, even though I'm not going to be acting on that feedback immediately. And I also did receive a request to do a tournament video. I am considering that, but I don't know. So here's the things I need to know. What part of the tournament do you consider interesting? Because for me personally, usually what I do is I set it and forget it, like a Ronco oven. I'll do stuff at the very beginning to, spend my coins. That's especially what I've been doing with the extra damage and stuff I've unlocked here. So I'll spend my cash at the beginning. And then I just kind of, once I get kind of this stuff, and again, with obviously, with me doing the why am I blanking? The Champion League. I didn't really spend much time at all. I think the runs were in under a half hour or maybe an hour. And I actually did try like 3 times on the last one because I really wanted to get to rank 10. But anyways, I spend these out, and then I kind of just let it roll. Like after a certain point, I kind of just let it roll. Sometimes I am guilty of just getting distracted, but I would like to know, if I did record a tournament, what would you like to see? What are key moments to you? And if we're going to do that, then we also need to look at my tournament cards, because these are the cards I'm using. Enemy balance, attack speed, extra defense, health, extra orb, energy shield, death ray, crit chance, cash, damage, second wind, plasma cannon, slow aura, demon mode, super tower, wave skip, and wave accelerator. Now I can probably imagine I think I shouldn't use wave skip. I don't know, I like it because it makes tournaments quicker. That's the whole reason I use it. It makes the same thing with wave accelerator. But those aren't like mandatory ones I need. It's possible I would need to use like ultimate crit here. That honestly, I just don't think. Do I even have damaging ultimate weapons? Is kind of the question. I don't know that this actually tells me the damage they do, because this does health percent, spotlight. It doesn't tell me the damage of the missile. Inner mines, it doesn't. I mean, it's 200% damage. I mean, maybe I just need to use it anyways in case the inner mine decides to take. Damn, I feel dumb. Maybe I should have had that on. And of course, chain lightning does that thing. Shock will probably be interesting too, but that's what I need to know if we're going to do a tournament video. I want to know what's interesting to you, so please let me know in the comments, like, hey, these are the milestones in the tournament that I would want to see. And let me know what those milestones are, so I can at least figure out how I would do a video like that. And why did this go down? Oh, right, I switched off my thing. Switched back to my farm. So, but that said, again, this is kind of a longer video. I kind of talk too much about research, and like we've seen, the amount of research I go from episode to episode is like, I maybe do 1 or 2 ranks of damage if I'm lucky. I think damage is, let me look at damage. Yeah, we'll be doing 1 rank of damage. This is going to be a long research. I don't know why I talk about it so much. And but we are making progress on Spotlight, which is nice. And the same thing with coins per kill. We need to get 1 of those a week. Regardless, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.